Wind gusts more than 60 miles per hour. And tonight, tens of thousands are without power. And now schools closed in some places again tomorrow. Also developing tonight, the White House defends the plan to replace Obamacare and has asked why the pushback on calling it Trump Care. Tonight, the math here, what some pay now and what you would pay under the replacement. The eye-opening example. As the nude photo scandal widens, the top Marine in the hot seat tonight, the very candid answer, and you'll see the moment. And out of control, authorities investigating after an SUV slams into a gas station, the explosion that follows. And they're back, the dad and the children who photobombed his big TV interview. Tonight, they're all invited.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Tuesday night. And as we come on the air tonight, this major nor'easter continues to churn, pounding parts of the coast at this hour. The nor'easter at its strength from two storms that combined, barreling up the coast all day today, 60 million Americans in the path, 9 states that dealt with blizzard warnings, and a dangerous mix of freezing rain and snow making driving treacherous. The high winds making it nearly impossible for drivers to see. This image from Worcester, Massachusetts. And this frightening moment in Boston, a truck spinning out on the Lenny Zakim Bridge. Nearly 250,000 people losing power, many in the dark and without heat tonight, from Virginia all the way up through New England. And we begin here with ABC's Matt Gutman in Hackettstown, New Jersey tonight.
Tonight, that major winter storm blasting the Northeast with blizzard conditions, ice, and high winds. A dangerous mix of sleet and snow making roads especially treacherous. Authorities begging the 20 million Americans in the tri-state area to hunker down.
Very, very important that people stay in to the maximum extent possible while we ride out this storm.
A sloppy mix and even thunder snow grinding New York to a halt.
The storm in the New York City area is not as bad as anticipated. Problem is, it is worse than anticipated in other areas of the state.
The snow dumping down at 4 inches an hour in places, burying cars in Newburgh, New York. Those that tried to get out in Poughkeepsie needing a push or a tow. Our Adrian Backert is in Connecticut, where plow drivers are struggling to keep up.
Why not wait till the worst of this is over? You can't just wait for the snow to pile up?
No, because you can't move it. It's compacted. You're literally moving 18 inches of snow.
That system now churning northwards. A motorist on Zakim Bridge in Boston capturing this tractor trailer jackknifing. Watch it swing across the traffic lanes. No one was hurt. Tragically, one teen losing her life when her vehicle lost control on a snow-covered New Hampshire road. It's not just snow, but wind gusts of nearly 80 miles per hour whipping the Massachusetts coastline. This wind turbine in Rhode Island snapped in half. A driver rescued on this flooded street in Connecticut. Heavy rain and strong tides inundating neighborhoods all along the Jersey shore, beaches eroding. Disruptions extending into Pennsylvania, where some towns are now covered with more than a foot of snow. And it was through that a 23-month-old toddler was raced for a heart transplant, with the snowplow clearing the way and accompanied by the National Guard.
That was just incredible to see today. Matt Gutman with us live from New Jersey tonight. And Matt, after the snow, the freezing rain, now a night of plunging temperatures with thousands without power.
That's right, power outages from Virginia all the way to New England. And the answer is right here. The snow 18 inches deep here in Hackettstown. And as our drone pulls out, I'll show you what the problem is. It's not the white stuff, it's the glistening you see on the roads. All that wetness is going to be hard frozen tonight as temperatures plunge. Single-digit wind chill temps. It's one reason authorities are urging people across the Northeast to stay off the roads tonight and tomorrow morning as well. David. Yeah, those drone images, a reminder, winter isn't over yet. Matt Gutman leading us off. And as I mentioned, at this hour, the storm still pounding the coast in New England. And ABC's Gio Benitez is outside Boston from the South Shore tonight.
David, here in Scituate, Massachusetts, we've been getting slammed by this storm all day long, and it's not over just yet. We've seen wind gusts in this area of about 60 miles per hour. Just take a look at those massive waves behind me right now. The snow and sleet now turning into freezing rain. Now, officials here in Massachusetts are urging people to stay off the roads. And Boston, the city of Boston, has announced that schools will be closed again tomorrow. So no doubt, David, this is still a very dangerous storm.
All right, Gio Benitez from Situate tonight. Gio, our thanks to you. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z live in New York's Times Square tonight. And Ginger, you told us last night here, snow totals will depend on that snow and freezing rain line. And now the temperatures tonight going to make for treacherous driving yet again.
Exactly, David. We straddled that rain-snow line here in New York City. So many other coastal communities. It's a sloppy mess. The roads were terrible. My taxi got stuck getting out of here. So we still have issues. And look at this map. We still have warnings on tonight still. Coastal New Hampshire and Maine in the blizzard warnings. Remember, that means the wind combined with the precipitation. You can see the precipitation right there. Snow, the mixing line in pink, and the green is rain where it's transferred over, especially at the Cape. What you're going to see tonight is as this low pulls off to the north and east, still some heavy snow bands wrapping around, and I think interior New England, the green or white mountains, might see another 6 to even 12 inches of snow. Very windy and very cold behind it. Freeze warnings and watches stretch to Gainesville, even Jacksonville, David. Single digit sub-zero feels here in the Northeast tomorrow. Another 6 to 12 inches in parts of New England, you said. Ginger, thank you. And while we were on the air here last night, it was Chicago in the crosshairs of a major part of the system that formed. Tonight now, a second wave of treacherous weather for the Midwest, that lake effect churning overnight. 2 chain reaction crashes less than 5 miles apart, damaging 35 cars, sending 7 people to the hospital. Today, that second round of lake effect, high winds causing whiteout conditions, and another challenge for commuters throughout the Midwest and right there in the Chicago area. And not just the roads tonight, but air travel too. Some 6,000 flights canceled just today, most in the east, but triggering disruptions from coast to coast tonight. In fact, take a look at this. This is the air traffic in the Northeast in the early hours of last Tuesday. Now, the same view in the early mornings of this morning, a much emptier sky because of all this. ABC's David Curley tonight on how long it could take to get the system and passengers back up and running again.
An unusual sight today in the Northeast. A jetliner landing on a snowy runway. From Washington to Boston, airports looking like ghost towns. Empty gates, plows clearing tarmacs and runways, and the few jets taking off had to be de-iced. More than 6,000 flights canceled. That's why we see that dramatic contrast, the air traffic last Tuesday versus today, looking like a hole in the sky. Most airlines moved their jets out of the storm's path. American Airlines making Charlotte's airport look like a parking lot for planes. Passengers across the country hit by the disruption. In Detroit, Austin, Miami, and Orlando, some passengers stranded.
Sleep here all night because the flight was canceled.
New York hit the hardest. 3 major airlines canceling all flights there today, leaving some British newlyweds dreaming of their Florida honeymoon.
But now we're stuck here on our way to Orlando. We can't get a flight out till tomorrow now.
Oh no, I hope Florida gets here soon for them and the honeymoon. David Curley live, he covers aviation for us. And David, the airlines tonight saying they think they'll be able to recover quickly despite the thousands of cancellations?
It's because they're starting to move planes earlier than they expected, David, back into position, so they hope they can get operations back up to normal sooner than they had hoped.
All right. Hopefully that flight to Orlando for that couple. David Curley, our thanks to you tonight. Now to the other major headline at this hour, the White House tonight defending the new plan to replace Obamacare despite the numbers from the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, finding that 24 million more Americans will be uninsured in 10 years than would be under Obamacare. Republicans and the White House are well aware those numbers were on the front pages of newspapers across the country today, Detroit, Boise, Philadelphia, among many others. And tonight, what will you pay? One eye-opening example here, what a 64-year-old who makes about $26,000 a year pays under Obamacare and what they would pay under the replacement. ABC's Cecilia Vega from the White House.
The president in the Oval Office today with Saudi royalty asked about that report card on the Republican plan to repeal and replace Obamacare.
CBO score, Mr. President.
The president sat stone-faced, no comment. But his press secretary not holding back, saying the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office has been wrong before.
Its attempts to estimate coverage have been historically faulty.
But the numbers are stark. In 10 years, roughly 1 in 5 Americans, 52 million people, would be uninsured. Compare that to President Trump's campaign promise of insurance for everyone.
I am going to take care of everybody. I don't care if it costs me votes or not. Everybody's going to be taken care of much better than they're taken care of now.
And shortly after his swearing in.
So no one who has this health insurance through Obamacare will lose it or end up with anything
when
less.
You say no one, I think no one.
But today, we pressed again. Can you stand here today and say that the president will keep his promise of insurance for everybody?
I think the president's goal is to provide insurance, to make insurance available to everybody. Yes, that's what he intends to do.
The reality for many Americans could be harsh. A 64-year-old who earns a $26,000 salary could see a huge spike in their premiums, from $1,700 a year under Obamacare to nearly $15,000 under the GOP plan, a nearly $13,000 a year increase. Coleman Thompson of Nashville, Tennessee, is already nervous about what could come. Even with a hefty tax credit, he could face paying an additional $350 in premiums every month.
That would be some frightening experience. God forbid that another catastrophic situation happen. We'll be bankrupt.
The president also promised not to touch Medicaid, but the Republican plan with his name on it could make $880 billion in cuts to the program. Democrats sounding the alarm.
Trump care would be a nightmare for the American people, causing tens of millions to lose coverage.
Trump care? The White House says not so fast.
The Obama administration didn't label it Obamacare. They call it the ACA. I mean, this is the American Health Care Act. The president's proud of it.
And Cecilia Vega with us live from the White House. Cecilia, they're not willing to call it Trump care, not yet. But we did see Sean Spicer during that press briefing today repeatedly refer questions back to House Speaker Paul Ryan. What does this message send?
Well, David, they are trying to make it very clear that Paul Ryan is the architect of this plan, but the speaker is putting a very positive spin on that report that the White House spent the day bashing, saying that it would rein in the deficit and cut costs for young people. David, he calls it encouraging.
Cecilia Vega with us live again tonight. Thanks, Cecilia. Next this evening, a significant change in how the U.S. targets terrorists. President Trump giving the CIA the authority now to conduct drone strikes against suspected terrorists, reversing an Obama policy. The CIA using its new strike authority in Syria last month to kill a son-in-law of Osama bin Laden, who was believed to be al-Qaeda's #2 official. Under President Obama, the CIA would locate terrorists, but then turn to the military to launch the airstrikes to provide transparency and, they said, accountability. Next tonight, the Marines' top commander on Capitol Hill facing tough questions about that nude photo scandal now widening. Commandant Robert Neller taking responsibility and offering some very candid answers among a grilling there on Capitol Hill. You'll see the moment, and here's ABC's Chief Global Affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz.
Today, the Marine Corps Commandant faced the scandal now rocking the Marine Corps head-on.
We all have to commit to getting rid of this perversion to our culture. Enough is enough.
The outrage growing after the discovery of hundreds of nude photos of female Marines, originally linked to a Facebook page called Marines United. But even as some of those women are speaking out, the photos are popping up on other pages.
Do you agree with me this is one of the darkest moments and it needs to be fixed?
Yes, Senator.
The nation's top Marine is vowing to prosecute those responsible. That promise falling short for some senators, demanding swift action and accountability after years of complaints.
Who is being held accountable for doing nothing since 2013? Who? Which commander? I am very concerned that this is part of a culture that is resulting in the high levels of sexual assault.
Senator Kirsten Gillibrand pointing to the problem of sexual assault of female Marines, the highest rate of any branch in the military.
This is a problem with our culture. I don't have a good answer for you. I'm not going to sit here and duck around this thing. I'm not. That's a lame answer. But ma'am, that's the best I can tell you right now. We've got to change. And that's on me.
And Martha Raddatz with us live from Washington. And Martha, you were telling us this is far from over because every day dozens of female Marines call into a hotline.
That's right, David. That tip line getting calls from Marines and others sharing information that might help in identifying some of the abusers. General Neller estimates some 500 Marines United members access those photos. There have also been a few victims coming forward, which the Marine Corps is urging more of them to do, David.
But the top Marine very candid up there on Capitol Hill today. Martha, our thanks to you. And there is still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Tuesday. The American working for the UN abducted overseas, the effort to get him back tonight. Also, authorities investigating how this happened. The SUV driver out of control here, slamming into this gas station. You saw the explosion. Investigators believe a series of events led to that moment. Also, the new headline tonight about the creator of a popular children's TV series, what he's now revealed. And they're back. The dad who became an internet sensation, the kids who photobombed his big TV interview. This was hilarious. Millions have seen it. Well, tonight, the entire family has been invited back to explain the whole thing. You gotta stay tuned for this.
My friends think doing this at my age is scary. And I say, not if you protect yourself. What is scary? Pneumococcal pneumonia. It's a serious disease. My doctor said the risk is greater. Now that I'm over 50! Yeah!
Just one dose of the Prevnar 13 vaccine can help protect you from pneumococcal pneumonia, an illness that can cause coughing, chest pain, difficulty breathing, and may even put you in the hospital. Prevnar 13 is approved for adults 18 and older to help prevent infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. You should not receive Prevnar 13 if you've had a